I want to give a shout out to this viewer from one of my videos. His username is ATLQ6DS. Yes, and he commented, can you share more about your career journey and your personal experiences as a corporate worker, business owners, and private hire taxi driver? Example, stress level, freedom, income differences. So I think it's something that I wish to talk about today in Talk Talk. But before that, I'm actually looking for sushi roll at my Causeway Point. Got to splurge a little bit lah. Because you know why? Some of the menu at Sushi Roll is seasonal, and my favorite sushi, the Firefly Squid, they have it now lah. So before it's gone, I'm gonna look for it. Actually, I made a reservation today, but looks like it's empty leh. Seat 21, wow, nice. Right at the end, wow. That means I can vlog here. Fresh tuna wrap. Yeah, I like tuna. What is this chicken drumstick? $5. Walao. It's expensive, right? Fresh tuna. Okay, where's the Firefly Squid there? Ew, Japanese sardine. Okay, that one must try lah. Ooh, what is this? This is something new. Yo, that's fast, man. If you go to those real Japanese restaurants, the wasabi they use a root, no? Wasabi is made from root, right? And they scrub it on like a washing board. Apparently the washing board is made of shark skin. Oh, that one is super power lah. Tangy, very earth. The taste are very earthy. Very nice. But obviously it's not real lah. This one is like radish or mustard, you know. But it's okay lah, can do lah. Every day go Japanese restaurant, man. Okay, start of the show. Firefly Squid. Oh, that's the reason why I come here. Nice. The rest are just filler. Come, itadakimasu. Ooh. Right. So going back to the viewers' comment, is it ATLD6? Can't remember the username, so random. Sorry. I'll put it in the description below. So the question is, can you share more experience between the difference of a corporate worker, boss, and a taxi or private hire driver, right? So yeah, that's the main question. Don't mind me. Very good. I love tuna. So let's start with the corporate worker first. Maybe start with when I was a boss. I'm a boss of a small company. At one point, I have a staff of 8. So the company deals with intellectual property rights, IP, things like trademark, copyright, right? Mainly registration, the back end. Sometimes we deal with a little bit of infringement, office actions. So those are the services we provide under the company. And that time my office was at Aljunied. Then we expanded and I moved to a bigger office at Ubi, Oxley Bizhub. So the life then was quite hectic because there's a lot of things on my mind. Let's talk about the stress level first. For boss, the thing on your mind always cash flow, money coming in and out every month, expenses, expenses and your revenue. Then other things are like staff related, like expansion of the company, growth of the company in general, overall direction of the company. So I think these are the main things that's on mind, on my mind at least. So every day, right, I need to think of way to market the company. Through marketing, last time is Google search, so I do all my SEO, search engine optimization. If you search my company that time, I'll be in top 10 list, not sponsored. Not sponsored, yeah. That's why I'm quite good at SEO. Website, I do it myself. No money to employ those professionals to do it for me. I travel a lot for networking to clinch corporate clients. All these high level things are done by me myself. My staff is mainly operational, right? So with 6 to 8 staff, I have to worry about their monthly salary to make sure that the money coming in the company is enough to pay them every month with CPF. Okay, with CPF. So the stress is extremely high. There's no reason for a boss not to give salary on time every month without fail. Right? So no matter whether your company has business or no business, this money non-negotiable. You must give it to your staff. Right? Then every year, appraiser still got. You must negotiate for pay increment and so forth. Right? So every year the expenses go up. Rental also. Right? Non-negotiable. These business expenses, no matter what, you must pay. So my monthly expenses easily $30,000, excluding myself, my pay. For rentals, because I don't own the premises, business expenses and stuff. Right? So the kind of man hour you need to put in to sustain the kind of money coming in and out is no joke, really no joke. Even though it's a small business, right? And so that's the stress level in terms of money. But when I was doing taxi and private hire, obviously not this kind of high level stress, right? The stress becomes so much different. The stress of a taxi driver becomes today cover already not today, so it's very short-sighted. Basically, you only worry about today, whether I can cover my rental. That's the main thing only. Okay, whether or not I earn enough for my bills, I can do it tomorrow. If I sick today or if the road feel like driving, I can always cover it back tomorrow. Right? So you can see the difference, the stress level from maybe 100% drop down to 5-10%. So money wise, in and out, right? Because they deduct for car rental, they deduct every day. So I don't have to worry about cash flow. My cash flow is daily settle there and then. Right? Whereas company, the problem with company, right? When you get the business, okay, let's say you sign a contract, $10,000 for example, to do a few trademarks. So this $10,000, does it mean it comes to you immediately? No, right? The bigger the company, the longer it is, So for example, that time I did for Sony, right? There are trademarks for some games. Oh, okay, 10,000 USD. How long do I have to wait to get the money? Up to 90 days, brother. 90 days later, then I get the money from that contract sale. Right? So it's not immediate. So during the 3 months, how? So unless you have work coming in consistently, how are you going to sustain? Right? So that's the cash flow issue that most small company face. Obviously, taxi and driver don't have this problem. I can cash out after I hit a minimum threshold like that, $50 I can draw already. So that from there very easily you can see the difference. Hmm? And also private hire, you don't have to worry about growth as a person. Like how do I grow my business? Okay, in terms of maybe growing my wallet, in terms of getting more rights, yes. But different from growing my company, growing the reputation, the brand, I have to build my own website. I'm going to network outside overseas to secure new clients. Where got such thing? So private hire, you don't have to worry about this kind of thing, obviously. Right? So definitely the stress level in that aspect is cannot got compared lah. This is the second part of the viewer's question about the difference in income. It's more complicated. Why? Because as a boss, right, my income is varied. I got a fixed pay, a fixed salary because I need the CPF component. As a salary if you are deemed a salaried worker under a company, in case anything happen, you are still covered somehow by certain provisions of the law lah. I don't know how to tell you lah. Right? Unlike a sole director, also I still collect salary, but I also issue myself dividend for tax purposes. So it can vary quite a lot. So during the time, I think I draw a salary about 2,000 or 3,000, can't remember, around there lah. Then maybe yearly I issue myself dividend lah, profit, depending on how much the company earns. Right? So the part, you can go anywhere from a few $1,000s to $10,000-$20,000. So if you divide it into months, I would say it's around 7,000 to 8,000 per month, net. So you ask me, is it a lot? Okay lah, average lah. I think most managers earn more than me because I'm only a small company. And expenses also very high. Pay so much thing, then travel and all. Right? So but private hire, taxi, how much? For me, right? Now I earn around 3,500 to about 5,000. So the more consistent one, because you must average out. Due to school holidays are June now. November and December you earn less, much less, 20% or 30% less. So when average out the months and the year, I think a safer figure will be around $4,000 per month. What I take home. We're not going into the issue of I can earn 10,000, I can earn 8,000. Each his own, right? I'm talking about my experience as a taxi driver now, according to my schedule. So that's what I'm earning now. About half of what I earn as a boss. Okay, done. Let's check out what's the damage today. Hello. 4个红的，还有4个银的。
4个银，4个红，刚刚好4个4个。
谢谢你啊。How much is 24.94 cents. Hey, look, they have this pasar malam at Causeway Point there. Oh, No, for those who don't live in Singapore, Pasar Malam is our Singapore pop-up store lah. So you have this pop-up store selling food, clothing, toys for kids. It's basically a night market or flea market lah. So the funny thing is last time, right, people go to Pasar Malam because it's cheap, interesting. But nowadays the things at Pasar Malam ridiculously high. At one point I remember the burgers they were selling like $6-7. Wow. Might as well I go to McDonald's and buy a set meal, Happy Meal. Right. So I also want to give a shout out to my other viewer, Alex Go, thank you for your comment. And he asked why I transitioned from a boss to a taxi driver. Why don't I go and look for other corporate job? Now in fact I did, you know. So after my company wind down, I looked for my ex-boss also in the, actually it's a law firm my ex-boss. So I told him my situation. He said, okay, come work for me, right? Happy lah, because I mean if I can get about the same pay, right, doing the same thing, I'm happy lah. But it turns out, right, after I signed the contract, our intentions that did not meet lah. He intended me to be a full-time salesperson to secure new accounts for the law firm, right? But for me, I wanted a more holistic role, like more on marketing side, because I like marketing in general. So it didn't. So our expectation didn't meet, and after a year, we parted ways lah. So that's a shame. Actually, that's a real shame. So after we parted ways, I need money fast because I still need to continue paying my company's debt, right? And the lowest hanging fruit that time is taxi and PHV. During that time, PHV very hot. So I was thinking, I don't think so much. I just join and see how it goes. So how it goes now become like that, become a full-time driver earning for a living. So that's my long story cut short version of why I didn't go back to corporate job. Turned out it didn't works out lah. Will I go back? Probably not, because I'm so used to this kind of lifestyle. You know, going back to the 9 to 5 kind of work routine, and with that kind of pay, with my age, you know, I'll be fighting with the younger generation. Bolat already, you know. I don't think I can make it. The rat race is not for me anymore lah. So I like to do other things. Right now, this lifestyle suits me. So I'll find other ways to expand my horizon lah. So let's see where it takes me. You know, guys, it's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna fetch my kids. He's actually having a replacement class. So I'll talk to you all later. See you in my next video. And not forgetting, if you have any comments, put it below. Anything you want to ask, I may put it in my next video. See you guys.